We're an environmental charity. We work across Greater Manchester. Our aims are to plant 3 million trees. That's one for every person across the 10 districts of Greater Manchester. We're also aiming to bring back into management 2,000 hectares of existing woodland, and through all that planting and management work, we want to involve people, local people, interest groups in that whole process. Oh, fantastic job. Yeah. It's very common for these green spaces to be in a kind of cycle of decline where there's rubbish which attracts more rubbish. People don't go there because they think it's not safe to be there. We try and tackle it at both ends in terms of making it visually look better by removing fly-tip rubbish or litter, and well as sort of alongside that getting people, and in particular young people, because they're going to be the adults who are going to be making the decisions about their local area and their green spaces. So getting the children involved in nature-based activities, getting them to recognise the importance of what trees and woods can do and are doing for them and for their community. The volunteers are doing some woodland management. Hi guys, you all right? How are you getting on? Fantastic work, yeah. They're clearing the invasive rhododendron which we have here. Rhododendron is a non-native plant. It unfortunately can shade out our native ground flora and releases chemicals into the soil which prevents other things from growing and from germinating. It also unfortunately is a host for a serious tree disease which can affect broadleaf and conifer trees, so it's generally not a good thing to have in our woods. From the City of Trees team, we've got Elle and Leanne. They're going to be running, and they're going to be dressed as trees with having leaves on their costume, and colleague Will also be running in the race as well.
So I'm a tree, kind of. I'm starting to realise it's a little bit maybe impractical to run in, but on the day it's going to be really fun, and I'm really excited to run as a tree for City of Trees. So I'm hoping that I don't start shedding leaves. I'm hoping that I stay evergreen so that I don't end up running across the finish line with half my costume gone, but we'll see. Hopefully it all stays together.
We generally have quite a good reputation. People like seeing trees planted, but in more recent times there's an elevated awareness of environmental issues, greenhouse gases, pollution, soil erosion, all these environmental impacts that we're now becoming more fully aware of, and people are beginning to understand that trees can play a very important role in helping mitigating those, the effects of climate change and everything that comes with it. Across Greater Manchester, there's around about 11 million trees from a recent survey we had carried out, and we've planted around about 500,000 trees. We know there's a lot more to be done, a lot more trees to get in our urban and more rural spaces, but it's a good start.